And they turn in that direction, all for the purpose of safety, right, from the rain. For those who have the umbrella shade to use above their heads, they will use it. And those who do not have the power, the strength, why am I saying this? You can count on any time, any day. The storm is brewing, whether it is a threat or it is a fact. The fact that the advice to our president saying, you know what, I would invade. I would come, and whether there was a coup or there was no coup, it's not a certain yet until the presidency comes wait for them. So we leave that on the sidelines because little or no information is there that is credible from a credible source. So we saw service chief changed. We saw the CS also changed, or restructured, if you like. After that, after the statement of Trump, we've also seen in public space, social media, to hand out their various perspective views on the statement. If we have allowed ourselves to dance in a politically motivated religious or whatever crisis, because it's political, there's no two ways about it. There's terrorism, kidnappings, ESN, kidnappings here, banditry, the pawns, those are the pawns. And it's so sad that we are always focused on the pawns and not focusing on the people originating it. It's the political class. There's no two ways about it. Now, some persons will say that, the crisis that we are facing, the terrorism, is mostly of international impute. Oh, yes, if it is international impute, did the international people come here to cause the rancor? No, they used you to cause it, to stir it. They used our brothers, our sisters, the same skin, same language, same identity. They used them to infiltrate, to molest, to infest, whatever it is. And here we are today. But ever since that statement, there's been different interpretations to it. Some say it's going to be a takeover. Some say, oh, there is an ulterior motive. Our resources are at stake. Others have said, oh, well, it's a matter of U.S. being, not being the big brother now, trying to be the president of the world, evading every sort of known sovereignty of a country or respective countries. Oh, it's a bully. The person of Trump, he's a bully. Just wants to bully everybody. If we have not allowed such disdain, impunity, recklessness, embarrassment sees us. I mean, all of that respect has gone to naught now, because in Trump's message, he said the now disgraced country. That's the word, now disgraced. Smile? Well, personally though, I'm glad that there was a statement like that, because that statement has led to the president's declaration of emergency, aiming to address years of neglect, poor infrastructure, outdated methods, and security training institutions with expected outcomes, including improved policing, enhanced internal security, and modernized training facilities. That statement brought it. DSS now has sacked 115 personnel or even over due to disciplinary issues, including misconduct and corruption, with a warning to the public against dealing with dismissed personnel who may impersonate DSS officers. That statement However, the international community have not also been quiet. The EU, European Union, expressed solidarity with Nigeria, reaffirming respect for the country's sovereignty and commitment to strengthening cooperation and peace building, interfaith dialogue, human rights protection following Donald Trump's threat of military action. China views Nigeria as a comprehensive strategic partner, supports its government, and opposes any form of external interference, including threats of military actions or sanctions. Well, the economic community of West African states is rejecting genocide claims, urging unity against terrorism in West Africa. I mean, they're emphasizing that terrorist violence doesn't discriminate based on gender, religion, ethnicity, or even age. Now, they called on the international community to support member states in combating terrorism and violent extremism. But what is the reason behind ECOWAS's response? ECOWAS warns that divisive narratives can fuel mistrust. Very key concerns now. It can fuel mistrust, weaken social cohesion, and hamper collective security efforts, thereby their collective action against terrorism grounded in facts and solidarity. So these stances reflect the complex dynamics surrounding terror. Now, there's something that caught my eye in view of President Bola Tinubu's recent declaration of emergency, where he cited years of neglect, poor infrastructure, outdated methods, and security training institutions. These things abound, even before his administration. And when he took over, he probably would not have seen this if there was no Trump threat. Probably. Just saying. Hence, he is directed for a state of emergency when it comes to the policing, paramilitary in Nigeria. Now, the outcome is that it will improve policing, enhance internal security, modernize training facilities, better equip security personnel, more effective crime prevention and response, and improve safety for citizens. Now, imagine that we didn't even have all of this. I mean, listen, years of neglect, poor infrastructure, outdated methods in security training institutions, and then you expect the police, the DSS, the MOPOL, and all of these guys to combat insecurity? No, we have a plethora of internal affairs to handle. But it seems as though conversations has been thrown to 2027. Oh, am I saying it seems as though? No, indeed, conversations has been about elections in 2027. If you had looked at how the thing was going, we have not even seen 2026 yet. But we are already talking 2027, with some persons going out of their way, whether sponsored or not, campaigning for whoever it is that they want, making such strong statements saying how many votes that they will give. That there is an assurance of 15 million votes. So this one is saying 5 million. That one, everybody is announcing. Such people, my dear brothers and friends, we expected should be behind bars. Because what projection, on what basis, what is that instrument you're using to ascertain how many votes a certain candidate will have in an election that has not even been conducted yet, where INEC is still struggling to put his house in order? But you already know that there will be 15 million votes for a certain candidate. And nobody's batting an eye. In fact, they will even give an ovation, a cheer, a clap, and applause. So before now, we have not even been talking about The years of neglect, is that it? Poor infrastructure, is that it? Outdated methods and security training institutions for the police, paramilitary in this country, even the military itself. For years, who said we've not been talking? We have. But it was not priority one. Now it is. A 30-day deadline has been given to the committee led by Enugu State Governor Peter Mbah to submit a comprehensive report on the overhaul of security training institutions. So it's leading us to the conversation again. I mean, yesterday we had something, looked at a perspective in this discourse, but time did not quite allow for each and every one of us to have our voices heard loudly and clearly. I'm hoping and trusting that this time, don't let it take over logic, okay? Never. Because I know emotions will run high, sentiments will run deeply, but please, go straight to the point, keep this discourse deeply. This time we're looking at the U.S. threat to Nigeria as the kicker, sovereignty and international relations. I mean, the recent threats by former U.S. President Donald Trump to Nigeria over alleged persecution of Christians is still a persistent debate, and is still bothering around and about sovereignty, diplomacy, and the complexities of international relations. The threats, which includes potential military action and aid cuts, has also raised concerns about the impact on Nigeria's global image. It has raised concerns about its impact on Nigeria's economic ties, security capabilities. Now, an ambassador, Suleiman Dahiru, a seasoned diplomat with an extensive experience serving in various countries, including the United States, Brazil, Angola, Poland, Ivory Coast, Austria, Sudan, and Pakistan, offered valuable advice to Nigeria, especially in the light of the U.S. threat. Now, given the current tensions, Ambassador Dahiru is recommending that Nigeria takes proactive measures to address the situation. Now, according to him, though, Nigeria should immediately, now listen to what an ambassador has got to say to Nigeria as an advice, dispatch a high-level delegation to the U.S. to counter the threats. Ideally, the delegation should be led by the Secretary to the Government of the Federation or the Minister of Foreign Affairs, accompanied by Minister of State for Foreign Affairs, that this team would provide crucial evidence and data to debunk claims of genocide and showcase the country's efforts to protect citizens of all faiths. In essence, though, Dahiru's advice is emphasizing the importance of prompt and strategic diplomatic engagements that will mitigate potential risk and protect Nigeria's interest. However, what do you really think Nigerians are yearning for? Is this a case of what a few Nigerian elites want, or should it not be the case of what Nigerian citizens want? And by citizenry, we are talking about a common denominator, something everybody agrees on, and that is the spate of insecurity in this country has gone above and beyond what any English word can explain or describe. It has gone beyond what mathematics can capture. So we lack expression for it. And Nigerians are saying, give us the promise of protection and security as a government. That's all. Protection of lives and property, that's not something individuals will take up as their responsibility. I'm not saying that we don't protect ourselves or you shouldn't protect yourself. I'm saying soldier, boss, police, everything, shooting as per how you feel, what you deem fit is right or wrong. Now there's a problem there. And that's why we have a government that should look into matters like this and maintain peace and order. And we will see the gains of unity in and we will see the gains of unity in diversity. Diversity. Because the way that I see it, don't know about you, someone has got to intervene sooner or later, or else we will sink as a country. And that's not what we will sink as a country. And that's not what we want. But in all daily struggles, access to basic amenities like healthcare and education, which of course is why we are paying taxes, which of course is why you're putting tax reforms here and there, and nobody is complaining to give us good roads, good healthcare, education, basic amenities. I mean, in other climes, we see these things given for free, basic amenities. I mean, in other climes, we see these things given for free. Though the taxes subsidized because the people need to see that their monies is put into use. I should be able to question the government. By government now, I'm saying government at all levels, starting from the local government chairman and the rest. Why is my street not tarred? Because I pay tax. So if you're not paying tax, you don't even have a right. And then this becomes a clarion call to each and every one of you who evade the tax themselves. But what can I say? If the high and mighty are evading tax of law that will hold you down because it's your right. And you show because it's your right. And you show proof that I pay this tax. When the schools are in a deplorable situation, when the schools that's supposed to be an institution of learning becomes a death den, because terrorists will invade at any time, and take our sons and daughters due to insecurity. I mean, it goes back to it. When the schools are dilapidated and they need refurbishing, and then yet nobody is thinking about it. When the healthcare system is who are living the shores of this country en masse in search of greener pastures. What greener pasture can be greener than your fatherland, your motherland? But we brought ourselves enough for everybody to shine. But it does seem as though, as wide as the sky is, a few have shone so much that they become too fat and occupy space like matter. So Nigerians are yearning for economic instability. The current debate surrounding the U.S. threat seems to be overshadowed by concerns about sovereignty and national pride. However, it's essential to recognize the threat is not just about what a few Nigerian elites want. It's about what Nigerians in general population want. If we have been very responsible in tackling insecurity, and the U.S. president, whoever it is, decides to make a threat like this, oh, I tell you, Nigerians would want to fire back. It's not even you, political class. Brothers and sisters listening on the other side of the microphone now, we're the ones who will fire back. We're the ones who will petition and destroyed and reduced to the barest minimum the terrorism. and destroyed and reduced to the barest minimum. The terrorist is invaded. So, yeah, rubber stamp. So change the narrative already. We have to make laws. You don't recognize them, they don't look. Shoot these ones. Don't neutralize them. That's the. You will see how human rights are neutralized. Say, oh, these are human beings too. It's just insane sometimes when you think about these things. But in the neighboring countries, the Benin Republics, the Chads, is shoot on sight. That was something close that the outgone CDS said. He said something close. Well, it's outgone now. I'm hoping that the new CDS will have some temerity to really tackle the situation. But US has issued a threat. China, for some reason, is saying they are not in support and they are backing Mr. President. Mr. President, too, has also acted as president, yeah? I mean, he has come out to telling Nigerians that, hey, just calm yourself down. We've heard the threats. Institutions to ensure that structures and systems are empowered and revitalized over individuals, with hopes that this would indeed bring the gains that we expect to see. Well, I'll put a pause now. Let's just go pay some bills. When we come back, it will be strictly you telling me your thoughts in this discourse this morning. Don't go away.
Your number one radio experience you can count on. Eagles 102.3 Abuja.
Any motor where you dey drive, you need confirm protection, no. For your engine, no. Make a mobile. Make it mobile, no. Make it mobile, yeah. Anywhere you dey, your motor deserve to be number one, yo. Make it mobile, no. Make it mobile, yeah. Mobile carry the go. Make everybody join me, say. Make it mobile.
Make you go with the best.
Make it mobile.
Whether you're flying for a family celebration or a much-needed reunion, fly Emirates and start your holiday on board. Explore up to 6,500 channels of entertainment, including live sport. Stay connected with onboard Wi-Fi. Enjoy special meals and toys for kids and relaxing comfort with world-class service all the way. Choose from over 150 destinations, including Dubai, India, the UK and USA. Book now at emirates.com. Fly Emirates. Fly better.
If you dey sell clothes for Abuja, better update don land for you o. No need waka go Lagos, Aba or China again. Wetin you dey find under your Sokoto? Wipte Clothing, the ogbonge wholesale supplier wey you fit trust for Abuja. If you waka enter Wipte today, e no go even reach 20 minutes before you carry your brand new clothes wey you go sell quick for your shop. The men's bill na 355,000 naira for 100 pieces. Women own na 245,000 naira and children own come be say na 235,000 naira. So your whole shop go dey ready for every customer. Call or WhatsApp 090-4346-6219 today. No more long story, no more excuse. Your customers no go dey vex for you again because stock no land. Wipte Clothing, the oga patapata for this business. With Wipte, your profit go double, no shaking. Call or WhatsApp 090-4346-6219 today.
Tune into your number one radio game show every day, live on Top Eagles FM.
Hey! Join Media Coalition and Awareness to hold trafficking Mikas on I Wish I Knew radio drama and
Nigerian government that rather stick with the connections with the US. in terms of trade investment and all of that, why not look elsewhere? Let's begin to look at other places. Look at the likes of China, maybe Saudi Arabia, and all of these other countries. Okay, if it is indeed a threat that should allow for a needful to indeed ensure the protection of lives. 044, straight to the point, keep it short and simple. Your name, yeah. What's the name? Where are you calling from?
My name is Lehman Fulani, aka the original Fulani man photocopy from National Assembly. A question to America, you can remember this in our country. Not that we are not facing insecurity challenges in this country. No doubt we are still facing it. You understand? Yeah. But you see, some people are saying like we are afraid of coming of America. No, we are not afraid. But you know the problem, then China is to a particular religion. That is why you see, let's assume today we are saying that Saudi is coming to help the Muslim. How does it going to sound to other people? Most of us don't want to and you understand? Yeah. So that we are living in peace. That's why we know we are in this country. But we cannot allow America to come and separate us. That's why you see most of the radio stations that we are living is happily to hear say that they will tell you that America is coming to fight the terrorists. You understand why? To make us video we are. But truly, that's why you see most people don't understand that like some people they don't like America to come. It's not that because they don't like the way that China is. Some people have their right as a country to say whatever they want to say about what is going to happen or what is happening now in our own country. Thank you so much, Master Yudi.
Okay, appreciate it. Suleiman right there with his thoughts says, well, he said what he said. We'll go take this one now. Hello.
Good morning. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning to you, please. Turn down the volume on your radio set, please.
Thank you, I've done so.
Yeah, what's your name? Where you calling from?
My name is Okay.
Okay, where are you calling from, please?
I'm calling from UTC right now.
All right, okay, please. Very straight to the point. Your thoughts alone and your thoughts alone.
Okay. Thank you so much. You see, there's something he is not using. We are not seeing any results. Just a few days ago, Donald Trump just make a comment. Everywhere he's eating, there is fire on the mountain. But we have been fighting it, and our soldier is one of the best in the whole world. But why can't you? Since then, we are not seeing results, and these guys are coming out boldly with guns, negotiating with people that they kidnap their people, and nothing is happening. These are human beings' lives. People are losing their life. You see, it is not to lose one life that God created. Is a taboo to the eyes of God. You cannot come. So for me, I'm asking now, how many terrorists have we seen in the court? At least if our government are strong, working hardly, I don't think Donald Trump will make any comment that is coming. Even if someone is telling him, he will say no. We are watching. Government of Nigeria they are on top of the game. You cannot see any terrorists in the court. And why these people are with us in this country? Are they ghosts? This is not killing human beings.
Okay.
This is not chicken. This is not food.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate. Okay, right there. Has given his thoughts head on already. Well, we're still listening to Eagles 102.3 FM's Eagles Outlook, where we talk politics and current affairs. Taking this call. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning to you,
good
Dr.
morning to
Yuki.
you. Yeah, my brother, welcome aboard.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
This is the advocate from Gariki.
Awesome, advocate. Welcome aboard. Let's get into it.
Okay, very quickly, Dr. Udwak. You see, personally, I get tired of this aspect of, asking people to prefer solution to or calling on the government to do right against this issue of killing and insecurity in Nigeria. Let me tell you the truth. When you say do right, who are you asking to do the right? Is it the same people whom, if they pull the strings of doing right, trying to do the right thing, it is going to turn and pull their own legs themselves? Who pulls the string that end up pulling himself to Nigeria today, Dr. Udwak?
Yeah.
It is not this set of leaders who have refused to relinquish the positions for younger upcoming generations, which they shouldn't have done so. But okay, we know that irrespective, they're not coming to say we want to wipe